and you jump from game to game because the point is that Epic's trying to make it so that these game developers can create these cross experiences using this common language and common platform that it doesn't matter what you're playing, your assets are yours. And so you can be playing Pokemon and chasing everybody in a warthog.
Master Chief chasing a Pokemon, where's Pikachu?
Well, I mean, maybe current intellectual property might not apply, but you can imagine still the crossedness of maybe new intellectual property. But yeah, the idea would be you have an item in one game that you can now play and utilize in a different game that previously you couldn't do.
Well, that's very interesting because I was listening to another podcast saying how us, me, you, our boomer video game generation, we're the only ones buying new games. The younger kids are stuck in Roblox and Fortnite, and they're not going to leave that economy. It's funny you say that because they're building this thing, right? Epic is building this thing, and me and you might not get too into it because we're into like IPs being reloaded, right? Like a new Halo, a new Gears, where they're just playing Roblox and they're just playing Fortnite, but that's where all the money is. So it's like, I think Epic is going to create this verse where their kids are still in their ecosystem, but now they can just keep spending more money.
They can keep growing into the ecosystem too.
Yeah,
so
because
eventually
they're getting set in there. They're not playing Halo, and they probably won't.
Yeah, and if they do it correctly, you can imagine 20 years from now, you'll have 20 years worth of assets that you accumulated.
How much are you worth? Well, in real life or in my game?
Right. Well, and this goes back to the conversation that we had last week as well, right? Where everything that you have in life is as a perceived notion that people will, it's status, right? But in the physical world, your status will be less important than your digital presence.
I will say, I was playing Fortnite with Junior, and I got on my TRX. He's like, wow, that's pretty sick. In the next game, he jumps in the passenger seat. He says, hey, make this vehicle your TRX, and then let me drive it. And I go, all right, for you, sure. Because the driver turns it into the car, and the next person can jump in and drive it. So I was basically letting him try out my car. It was pretty sick. That's how cool I am.
And I remember when you let him drive your Challenger.
Yeah. Oh, man. I like letting people try my stuff.
But again, it's still just it's an interesting feature, one that I'm very excited for, one that we got to figure out how to monetize into.